Have you ever been seconds away from telling somebody something? You typed it up, you rehearsed it, you almost pressed send, and something in you just said pause. It wasn't fear, it wasn't insecurity, just this quiet nudge. Don't send it, don't say it. If that's you, this isn't a random video. I want you to stay with me for a moment because I feel like I have something that God has placed on my heart to share with you. Sometimes we think silence means weakness, but sometimes silence is strategy. What do I mean by that? You were about to tell them the opportunity, the idea, the relationship, the plan that you had to open that business, the plan that God had given you, the blessing that God is forming in you. And something in your spirit said, not yet. Listen to that, because there's a reason that the Spirit is telling you that. And here's what I need you to hear in that. Not everything God is building in your life is meant to be exposed early. Because everybody can't handle the weight of what God is doing in you. And there's still things that God is putting together in you. There are still things that God is putting together strategically for the plan, the vision that He is giving you. Ecclesiastes 3:7 says, there is a time to keep silent, a time to speak. See, we love the speaking part because we want people to be excited. We want to share things with people, but we struggle with the silent part. But timing is everything because premature exposure creates unnecessary pressure. You tell people things too quickly, they start telling other people, or they start trying to research how they can implement something that God has given you. And yes, at the end of the day, what God has for you is for you. They can't do something with the plan and the purpose that God has for you, but they can strategically try to destroy it. And so let me say this gently in love to you. Some people don't clap when they hear your good news. They start calculating. They start thinking about ways to not maybe necessarily destroy your plan, but how can I come up on that? See, you tell people, man, they got this going on over here. They go run over there and they try to jump into that, right? God ain't have that for them. It's not their time to have a blessing, so to speak, in that regard, right? So they start to compare. And when you share something before it's stable, you invite opinions into something that's still being formed. They'll give you their opinion about why they think you can't handle it, why they think you can't do it, why they think you shouldn't start it, or why they think this is not the time for that. It's like going to the bank. You telling them you want to invest in something you want to do, right? Automatically, they start telling you about why this is not the time to buy that car. This is not the time to buy a house. This is not the time to invest in those stocks. The market isn't good right now, right? You invite opinions into something that's still forming, and that is very exhausting. Because here your mind was already set to walking in the thing that God has purposed for you. But now you done shared it with somebody that's now trying to talk you out of it. And sometimes God will protect you from that very thing simply by making you hesitate. Hesitate on saying anything. Hesitate on sharing. And you wonder why you feel a little uneasiness about talking to that person about it. God is protecting you from that. He is. So listen to the Spirit and what the Spirit is giving you. That's discernment. That's wisdom on things you shouldn't share too early. It's fledgling. I always say it's just like a woman who gets pregnant and she found out she's pregnant, but she don't share the news because she wants to wait till she get past her first trimester to make sure everything is going to be okay. See, you think sometimes that's anxiety. It's not. Again, it's wisdom. Is wisdom in knowing who to share what with at the right time, You almost told them. But imagine this for a second. What if the reason you pause is because the thing you're carrying right now is fragile? It's still fledgling. Seeds do not grow in open air. They're planted. They're planted in the soil where you can't see it. The people around, you might tell somebody you planted a watermelon seed in this flower pot or in the back of your house in your garden, but they can't see it yet. They can only go by what you say. And seeds don't grow in air, they grow underground, just like your vision is growing in your heart, because God is still working things through you. And some of you are in an underground season, and that doesn't mean nothing is happening. It means that that root of that promise, that seed that God is giving you, is forming, and you need to be patient and wait. You almost told them, don't send the text. I know you're excited and I know you want to share. But here's something I've learned the hard way. When you announce something too early, you feel pressure to perform. You feel pressure to prove that God is going to do it. Prove that it's going to manifest. Prove that it's going to happen. Perform now, because now I done told them, so I got to do something to make this happen. When it wasn't for you to do, it was for you to simply wait for God to do his part. You feel pressure to explain the delay, because now you done told them that God was doing this thing in you. So now it's almost like you got to make things happen so you don't look stupid to them. You weren't supposed to tell it yet. And now what was peaceful to you becomes stress, because now you need to show something is happening. You got to go out there every day and look, okay, ooh, is this watermelon seed growing? Because I done told these people, I done planted collard greens back there, or I done planted some greens in my garden. I need to make sure it's going to grow. That creates unnecessary stress for you. And God never told you to carry public pressure. He told you to carry obedience. Obedience. That's the difference. So let me ask you something real quick. Are you protecting what's growing, or are you seeking validation for it? Do you need the approval of other people, the validation that, yes, God is giving you something great to do, that God is going to bless you, God is giving you a child, he's giving you a husband, he's giving you a home? And I want you to be very honest. I want you to be honest with it in the comments. Are you in a quiet season right now? Or are you trying to get the validation and approval from others, so now you feel the need to go and share what God has shared with you in your quiet time, in your secret place with him? Do you feel the need to be validated by them? And I know many of you will say no, but let me ask you, have you shared it too soon? Have you already told somebody what God is doing in you? Because you feel the need to let people know God is bringing you out of this season. God is getting you out of debt. God is doing this thing in your life. I want you to drop it down in the comments. Are you protecting what's growing, or do you feel the need to be validated by other people? I'll just ask you this, and I want you to drop it down in the comments. Are you protecting the vision, the dream, the promise that God is giving you? Or are you like Joseph? You're sharing it too soon with family members, with friends, with associates. And now, unbeknownst to you, they're going to do what they can to try to sabotage it. Because you'll get too big. You'll outgrow them. Because in theory, they want the same things, but they're not willing to put in the work. They're not seeking God like you. God hasn't given them a vision or a dream. So again, I ask you, are you protecting what's growing, or are you seeking validation? And be honest in the comments. I want you to drop that down in the comments. I pray that this has blessed some of you, because I don't know what it is that God is giving you. As I studied today, I just feel like God has placed this on my heart to share with you. You almost told them, but God stopped you. Don't say it yet. Look at the video I did yesterday. You're not seeing this by accident. It was a prophetic word, because they are studying you. I don't know who this is meant for, but it's meant for somebody. Look at that video from yesterday. It says urgent. You're not seeing this by accident. It's a prophetic word, because they're studying you. Somebody that you have exposed something too soon to is studying you. Somebody who knows you're in a financial crisis or you're in a struggle right now, they're studying to see how you're going to get out of it. So don't say anything about it yet. God is stopping you from telling it. You almost typed it. Hey, this is what God is doing. You rehearsed how you're going to tell it to them. You're pressed to send that message. Don't press send. Don't tell it. Wait. Let God build it first. Then they'll see it. You don't want the unnecessary pressure like Joseph experienced. Going from the promise to the pit, to the prison, and then you'll get to the palace. But don't share it yet, my sister and brother. Be blessed. Shalom.